Well, good evening, everyone. I just turned these cows into this pasture a little bit earlier today, and this is a Bahia Grass pasture. Hasn't had anything in it since about October when deer season started. The landowner likes to start feeding the deer, and he doesn't want the cattle in here while he's feeding the deer because they congregate around the deer stand. So this is Bahia grass, and this is in the most vegetative state. This grass is really growing right now. And I want to get down here close enough that y'all can see it, but that's Bahia grass. And there's been no fertilizer on this piece of property, at least since May of 2021, so nothing this year, and I don't plan on anything this year. But this pasture's pretty lush, and they've knocked it down just a touch since I put them in here, but not much. And so my weed burden is minimal. Right now I've got some thistles, and I've got the thistle population under control enough that I can just drive around and get off my Kubota and chop them down with the lopping shears. Look how sleek and shiny and fat that heifer is. And I want to see if she's one that's got a calf. If not, if she has a calf, she's in super good shape. I think that's the last one yet to calve. I can't see her tag. Let me see if she'll let me look here. 107.20 is the last one to calve. And I didn't get it, I'm not sure. She looks like she's springing, and she's definitely got a bag. And she's fat enough to make me think that's the last one. I'll look back on the video when I'm done and see if I can pause it and look at that. But look at this pasture. This is a sand hill, and this is a property that I lease, and it's a 35-acre tract. It's mostly woods, and the landowner is very gracious to me and lets me have it for next to nothing. And of course he gets the ag exemption part on his taxes, so that's helpful to him, and it's hugely helpful to me. But when I took this property over, this was all just sand in here, and I controlled the weeds. I didn't plant any grass. This is all Bahia grass that's naturally spread, and it's just absolutely spectacular. Now, if you look at that little patch over there that looks more bare, that whole hillside was like that, and I unrolled quite a bit of hay on that back in 2020 and 2021, and I've just got that one little patch left to fill in, and this pasture will be set and ready to go. So there's enough grazing in here probably for, I think I got right at 50 head in here. There's enough grazing in here for probably 2, maybe 3 days. It's pretty lush and it's pretty tall. But this is all Bahia grass. And this grass, if I get down here, that's a good 10, maybe 12 inches tall. It's got a really nice leaf. Interestingly, it's classified as a weed but the cattle really do well with it. Now look at the mat down in here. This is last year's Bahia grass that died and laid over. And there's a good mat of that, shielding the soil and giving a home for microorganisms. And all this will gradually dissipate and go away as we get into the summer. It'll just be digested, and we'll be back with this grass, which will then next winter die, and it'll form more of this mat. So it's a good feed. Cattle do well on it, even though it's classified as a weed. I rather like it. It's the first grass to green up in the spring, and it's the last grass in this country to go dormant in late fall. So very pleased with this Bahia grass pasture. So I just wanted to show that to you. There's different grasses all over the United States, and this is a southern grass that's very hardy grass. You don't have to fertilize it. If you do, it certainly makes more tonnage to the acre, but I like this grass a lot. So wanted to show that to you and encourage those of you in the southern states to don't try to kill it. It'll make good forage for your cattle. So with that, I'm going to sign out. I appreciate you riding along with me, and I hope you have a fantastic week.